Welcome everyone to our channel. Now I'm going to talk about Biden's Super Tuesday such a chief Democratic race. Bloomberg drops out. Biden's Super Tuesday sugar reshape Democratic race. Bloomberg drops out. The search for Democrats to challenge Republican President Donald Trump in the November 3 election narrows on Wednesday to a choice between Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden, who staged a comeback in Super Tuesday voting to become the undisputed standard-bearers of the party's moderate win. Biden was set to win 10 of the 14 states that for grabs on Tuesday, including the Great Creek, Texas. The former vice president dropped ahead in the overall tally of delegates, who will choose the presidential nominee at the Democratic Convention in July. His strong performance and the standard stature as the Democratic frontrunner and led former New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg to drop out of the race. Bloomberg on Wednesday gave up his traditional campaign and endorsed Biden, after spending hundreds of millions of dollars of his own money and ads across the United States. But Bloomberg failed to deliver convincing results on Tuesday, the biggest day of voting in the Democratic nomination campaign, with contests in 14 states across the country. "I'm sorry we didn't win," Bloomberg, 78, told the crowd of supporters in New York City hotel. Available paths to nomination just no longer existed. He said he was endorsing Biden because he had the best shot at beating Trump. "I hope you will join me in working to make him the next president." The media billionaire did not say whether he would spend parts of his fortune to help Biden, but Bloomberg absent from the race will help the former vice president, both meant to appeal to the centrist wing of the Democratic Party. In a tweet addressed to Bloomberg, Biden wrote, "I can't thank you enough for the support, and for the tireless work on everything from gun safety reform to climate change. This race is bigger than candidates and bigger than politics. It's about defeating Donald Trump, and with the help, we're gonna do it." Sanders, a senator and Democratic socialist who is popular with young voters, lashed out at what he said was the kind of venom we're seeing from some in the corporate media, and attempt to draw a stark contrast between himself and Biden. "What this campaign, I think, is increasingly about is, which side are you on?" Sanders told a new conference in Vermont. He attacked Biden record voting in favor of child care that his state had devastated parts of the Midwest. Biden votes in favor of the Iraq Wars and bankruptcy bill, and his past record on social security. Speaking to the reporter in Los Angeles, Biden said he did not want the primary race against Sanders to turn early. "What we can't let happen in the next few weeks is let this campaign turn into a campaign of negative attacks," Biden said. "The only thing that can do is help Donald Trump." Biden leads in delegates. In another move that could reshape the race, Elizabeth Warren, 70, is talking to her team to assess the path forward, a campaign aide said. The liberal senator, who was seeking to become a nation's first female president, had disappointing results across the board on Tuesday, including coming in third in her home state of Massachusetts. A resurgent Biden, 77, rolled to electoral victories across the South, Midwest, and New England, setting up a one-on-one battle against Sanders, who won 3 states and led in California, which had the biggest pool of delegates. Biden, whose campaign had been on live support just weeks ago, registered surprise victories in Texas and Massachusetts. Tallies after Tuesday show Biden leading Sanders in delegates overall by 433 to 388. A candidate needs 1,981 delegates to win the Democratic nomination on the first ballot and the July convention. U.S. stocks surged on Wednesday as investors cheered Biden good night. Healthcare stock provide the biggest boost than Sanders and his medical fraud proposal, which would eliminate private health insurance, look less likely to become a reality. The Dow Jones Industrial Average DJI and the S&P 500. S&P both gained more than 4%, rising for only the second time in 10 days after being buried by fears about the coronavirus outbreak. For those who have been knocked down, counted down, left behind, this is the campaign. Biden told roasting supported in Los Angeles. We are very much alive. Until a week ago, Biden had trailed Sanders in the most states and national opinion polls. Biden agreed that after 2 terms by President Barack Obama's side indicates, as a U.S. Senator, he has the experience both to beat Trump and run the country. He has promised greater access to healthcare and made relations with traditional U.S. allies in Europe that were foiled by Trump's American First foreign policy. Sanders, 78, wants to establish a free universal healthcare system, forgive student loan debt and enact the Green New Deal of sweeping economic policies to fight climate change. If Warren drops out, Sanders might benefit from some of her supporters shifting to him. In an email to her campaign staff, Warren campaign manager, Roger Lowe, offered the sobering assessment of Super Tuesday, just 3 weeks after he said internal projection showed we should find it near the top rule in 8 states. Warren, he said, would take time right now to think through that the right way to continue this fight. Sanders said he had spoken to Warren over the phone on Wednesday. Elizabeth Warren is a very, very excellent senator. She has run a strong campaign. She will make her own decision in her own time, Sanders said. Trump said Sanders would have done better on Tuesday if Warren had dropped out of the race beforehand and backed him. Had Warren endorsed Bernie, who would have a different story now, he told reporters in the White House. In Tuesday's biggest upset, Biden was praised by Edison Richards to have won Texas, the largest right after California. Sanders invested heavily in Texas and was counting on his Latino voters to propel him to victory. Sanders, who had hoped to take a big step on Tuesday toward the nomination, won Colorado, Utah, and his home state of Vermont, Edison Richards said. Biden, with overwhelming support from African American, moderates and older voters, swept to wins in Alabama, Arkansas, Massachusetts, Minnesota, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Virginia. Edison Richards on Wednesday praised to Biden to win Maine. Fox News and the Associated Press praised Sanders winning California, where 415 delegates are up for grabs. By Wednesday afternoon, Sanders was ahead by 8.7 percentage points with almost 90% of the precinct reporting. you like this and just like and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching and see you later in the next video.